Okay, this is the bottom part, and you can see that the whole thing is just orbs all around. That's the membrane, or the electromagnetic field that holds that active nucleus together. And that's the bottom part. You can see the electromagnetic field all around, bottom and top, and you can see where on top it's right there. That's because there's no other half of the moon. The dark side, it doesn't exist. There's only what you see right there that's glowing tonight. Okay, the rest of it is just, it orbs in space like that. Like that. There's no other side. It's loose. And it's just a lot of orbs. Okay, and this part here that's glowing, that's the nucleus tonight. But there is no moon. As a terrestrial object, it doesn't exist. And this is just a large energy cluster made out of these living energy beings or organisms, the ones we call the orbs. So you can see that there's a lot of orbs just moving around in circles there. Some are moving around in circles around larger clusters, like the cluster right there in the middle. See the orbs moving around it? Get that bigger. See, that orbit's going to shoot off the end. See how they line up? They are shooting off the end, but in sepia, so it's hard to see them flying off. They're just shooting right off that end, and you see how fast they're being fed into that right there from that where the membrane is. They're going so fast that they look like they're always standing in one spot, but they're just one after the other. That's how fast they move. See how they make structures to make it look like it's something else, but it's just big clusters piled up on top of each other. See how they're on top of each other like that? See, some structures are more solid than others. Others just have the orbs shooting so fast it looks like they're connected, but those ones right there, if I can keep it on that, Those ones are not connected. They're just orbs shooting from one side to the other in a circle. And those are just making circles all over. But those are big circles. They're not just tiny little circles, even though they look like they are. And all those orbs are large. It's just that it's far away and you can't really tell. See on the top? They're going right around that point there, because the other side is just loose space. Orbs just, all over. And there is no other side to stop them, so they have to go all the way around. They just go around that narrow point. Okay, so there is no dark side of the moon. The dark side of the moon is just space filled with orbs. And this half moon is the way the orb cluster nucleus looks like tonight. And this is an intelligent configuration, because it's not always like that. When it's full moon, it's done like that with intention, because these are smart or highly intelligent living organisms, but they're energy organisms, and that makes them even more dangerous, because they can change from energy into matter and back into energy. And they move too fast for us to see. They move not only do they move fast, but they're energy organisms. They contain a lot of power. Each orb has a lot of energy inside of it, because each orb is made out of smaller orbs than itself, and they all have energy. And they have so much energy that they can convert energy into matter, and that takes a lot of energy. So we don't know their intentions, and we don't know, why it's there, first of all. So that's what we have to find out. But this thing that we think, is just a solid object in space, and it's our moon. It's getting brighter and brighter, and the energy is getting stronger all the time. Okay. It used to be, when I had it like this in the camera or in the frame, it used to be you could see darker parts, and I'm using even a filter right now, but that's no longer the case. Now even with the filter, you have a hard time seeing the darker parts, and I have a very dark filter on right now. You can't get one darker than this, otherwise you wouldn't see anything. But all those dark parts, okay, they're all orbs. The whole thing is orbs, but those dark parts are like really thick with orbs. And that entire nucleus is thick with orbs as well. It's just that the light part here is more active than the dark part right there. But regardless what part it is, each one contains a lot of energy. This one is more energized tonight than this one right here. But no matter which one you're looking at, there's a lot of energy in that entire thing, because the whole thing acts like one single entity, which is the nucleus, because all those orbs are like an orchestra that play the same tune, and the tune is make that thing shine it tonight and keep it in that configuration. See the orbs going around that large orb? Okay, that's the moon jumping around. I mean, the nucleus jumping around. That's why it's so hard to get it, to be steady. Because no matter what you try and do, the thing is shaking, jumping around, and it's still in the same position as this afternoon, which is amazing. It's interesting how they make the structures like that, just, using themselves. Look at this one. See, they're not even connected, and they don't have to be, because there's no gravity. They just have to be positioned in a proper place. Their velocity and their counterclockwise movement, in a circle at that velocity, just counteracts the gravity of the cluster itself, of the nucleus. So there's really no gravitational effect whatsoever, because they cancel it out. So they can create structures easily. Even down here on Earth, they can do it easily, because they cancel gravity right out with their velocity of movement. I'm going to fix the camera now. It's moving out of position. Back up.